your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Aether Gazer video, and today I'm just going to be doing a quick basic team guide for Aether Gazer. By the way, if you happen to like the content, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It'd be greatly appreciated. The number one rule in building a team in Aether Gazer is to use at least 2 characters from the same gen zone. Gen zones are basically the character's faction in the game. There's at least 5 gen zones in the game. The 5 being Shino, Yggdrasil, Olympus, Nile, and Asterism. When you use 2 characters from the same gen zone, you will get a buff, and if you use 3 characters from the same gen zone, you'll get an additional buff. If you use 2 characters from the same gen zone, you will get a modified mode bonus, and if you use 3 characters from the same gen zone, you get an overall combat bonus along with the modified mode bonus. If you don't know what a modified mode is, it's basically like whenever you deal certain amount of damage to a boss enemy, you will send them to like another dimension and they'll stop moving from a bit and you basically wail on them. That is basically the modified mode. I'm going to briefly go over each of the gen zone buffs that you can obtain in Aether Gazer. Let's first start with Shino. In a modified mode, bonus for Shino will deal damage to enemies on field equal to the percentage of the damage an enemy takes in modified mode after mods exit modified mode. So after your mods exit modified mode, you'll basically deal more damage based off how much damage you did during modified mode. And the combat bonus for Shino is increases mods damage according to the number of enemies they face. Yggdrasil, the modified mode bonus that you get is when entering modified mode, restores mods combat resources like the rage, the energy, the traces, the divine grace, basically the energy bar below your HP bar. And the combat bonus for the Yggdrasil is restores mods combat resources, so you're basically restoring more energy for your mods. Olympus modified mode bonus is extends the duration of modified mode, so you'll be in modified mode a little bit longer. And the combat bonus for Olympus is increases mods mod index multiplier charge speed. If you don't know what that last bit means, it basically means you'll be entering modified mode a little bit more quickly. If you've never paid attention to below a boss's HP bar, you'll notice a green bar that rises up whenever you beat down on the enemy. When the green bar is full, that basically enters modified mode in which you wail on them. Now the modified mode bonus for Nile is significantly increases the mod's crit rate during modified mode, and the combat bonus is increases mod's crit damage. Pretty simple explanation there. Modified mode bonus for Asterism is the enemy takes more damage in modified mode, and the combat bonus is attacks by all mods deal defense piercing damage of a fixed. For whatever reason, the text doesn't finish and I can't seem to find the rest of the text anywhere, but you get the general idea, right? For team building in Aether Gazer, you want at least 2 characters on the team with the same gen zone. Questions that you may be asking yourselves is who should you use, and basically you should just use whoever you like. If you like this character, just pay attention to their gen zone and just pair them up with another character from the same gen zone. And the 3rd slot can literally be whoever you want if you can't get the whole gen zone bonus. If you're going to be a free-to-play player in Aether Gazer, I would highly recommend that you use the starting team. They don't have a gen bonus whatsoever, however they are generally pretty good. They can clear the content just fine, not to mention by the time you get to endgame, you are going to need multiple teams in order to take on the recurring dream game mode. And I would highly recommend that you level up the starting team because they are actually pretty good, especially if you do manage to get more dupes of the characters. Definitely level them up if you are a free-to-play player because they are good. One of the strongest teams in the game right now consists of Shinri Tsukuyomi, Shinku Buzunbo Tengo, and the Ninja Lady Kuni. You have access to the Shino buffs, which is a pretty good buff. All 3 of them are pretty high damage dealing characters. If you don't have the Ninja Lady, you can always substitute her for the Ukununushi. I heard Ukununushi is a pretty good support character. If you like Azura, you can play her with Kagutsuchi and Nudhada, or I don't know if I can pronounce that right. Naudha. Both Kagutsuchi and Noda provide the Asterism buff. Not to mention they both provide a buff to fire, something that Azura uses. There's also a freeze team that you can use consisting of Arctic Abyss Poseidon, Frost Fang Vidar, and Drifting Flurry Leviathan. With this team, the enemies will basically just never move. You're basically going to be freezing them 24/7. And that's basically all of the powerful teams that I can think of at the moment. Obviously, there's like quite a bit more, but you get the general idea, right? If you're a free-to-play player, I highly suggest that you use the starting team. But if you just want to experience other teams, just make sure you at least have 2 characters from the same gen zone so you can at least get a buff. And the third slot is just whoever, okay? And that's basically it. That's the guide for building a team in Aether Gazer. Let me know what you guys think. Agree, disagree. If you like the content, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All the support is greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys later.
Bye-bye now. Come again soon.